Want to know if the market is trending or not, the direction it is trending, whether it's choppy, whether it's safe or not to enter, how and when to enter. This is a video for you. I got 3 simple ways which I'm going to make this easy for you. And this strategy is a very powerful strategy, I promise you that. Especially if you use all these methods that I'm going to share with you together, right? So stick with me till the end, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this for both the indices and the boom and crash, right? The first 2 methods that I'm going to use, most of you most probably know them, right? Especially the first one. Everyone should know it because it's just general knowledge, but watch till the end because I'm going to use both these methods in conjunction with the third method so that you be profitable. And I'm sure that the third method is, most of you don't know about it, right? So stick with it till the end, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use all these methods in conjunction to make huge profits, right? So the first method, we are going to be using a clear chart. The second method, we are going to be using moving averages, and then for the third method, we are going to be using the ADX, right? So at the end, I'm going to show you how you're supposed to use all these 3 in conjunction. So let me jump into it, and I'll show you all the details. So if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button, and if you like the strategy that I'm going to share with you, give this video a thumbs up, right? So let's jump into it. So let me delete everything, right? And then I want you to listen attentively because especially when I add the ADX, because it's going to be, there are some variations that I'm going to there are some changes that I'm going to make to it. So stick with me when I throw the video, and then when I add all the indicators, right? So firstly, the first method that I'm going to share with you is just simple market structure, right? So for market structure, I'm sure this is the method that I was saying that most of you know about it. If you don't know market structure, I don't know why you are trading, right? So market structure is just simple, right? So if the market is trending to the downside, we'll be creating a series of lower lows, right? As you can see right here, right? So if the market is in a downtrend, you see a series of lower lows, right? Lower low here, right? So that's it. That's what we'll be seeing, right? And here we'll be creating a series of of higher lower highs, right? So that's why we series of lower highs here, right? Lower high here and here, right? So that's what we'll be talking about when we talk about market structure, right? And then let me check for a market that's trending into to the upside, right? We'll be creating a series of higher highs, right? Higher high, right? And then we'll be creating a series of higher lows, right? Higher lows here on the bottom, higher low, and we will change the perspective when the low gets broken like this, right? Let me show you what I mean, right? So for example here, right, we're seeing a series of higher highs, right? And sorry, let me add this, right? Of higher low, right? And when this higher low gets broken to the downside, we won't be entering won't be looking for buy entries. Why? Because the market structure is broken to the downside, and so we'll be looking for sales until it breaks structure again to the upside right there, right? And that's when we'll be looking for a buy. So that's just it, right? Like here, market was creating a series of higher low, sorry, lower high, and when this lower high gets broken here, you don't look for you stop looking for a sell entry and start looking for buy entries unless this low here gets broken, right? So when this gets broken, you start looking for buy entries here, buy. That's it. So this is the simple method that I was talking about. Then for the second method, we are going to be adding 2 moving averages. I'm just going to be using 2 moving averages for this one, right? So the first moving average is going to be period is going to be 50, right? Then I'm going to period is going to be 50. Shift is 0. Method exponential applied to close. Color I'm choosing black, and click done. So if you watched my previous videos, you know that I usually use the 50 moving average with the 200 moving average, right? So same, shift is 0, exponential applied to close. Color I'm choosing purple, right? I'm sure if you then click done, right? So for this we are not talking about market structure anymore, right? So here we are only going to be looking for where the cross is, right? So here the market is close to the downside, right? So we start looking for sales as long as if the EMAs are still crossing for a sale, right? And if they've crossed for a buy, right? We'll only be looking for buy opportunities, right? Like here they cross for a buy right here. We're only going to be looking for buying opportunities, right? So that's just it for market for the moving averages, right? And for the moving averages, most of the times when the market pulls back, we're going to be using the moving averages as our dynamic support and resistance. As you can see here, it touched this moving average, right? And it market went down. So you can use these moving averages as well as your dynamic support and resistance, right? As you can see here, the market touches the moving averages, right? So you can also, even if you don't know how to draw trend lines or any of that stuff, right? You can use these moving averages as your dynamic support and resistance. Though you are not supposed to use exactly where it is as a resistance, right? As is taken for example here, it's not that exactly here. It can range around this area and then go down. It's still resistance, right? Here is still a resistance here. It seems like it broke, but as long as if it consolidates, if it starts consolidating around that area, most probably to act as as a resistance, right? So that's it. Then for the the third indicator that I was talking about, for the third method, we're going to be adding the average directional movement index, the ADX, right? That's the ADX. This is where I want you to pay attention, right? As I'm going to add these levels, right? So period is going to be 14, right? Style 2 pixel, choose the color blue, right? The plus DI is green and the negative DI is red, right? Let me change this to a deeper red, right? So that's it, right? Then shift these pixels to to 1 pixel and 1 pixel to make your charts clearer, right? So that you can see everything more clearly, right? And then for the levels here, we're going to be adding level 25 and add the description consolidation, right? Then shift this to 2 pixels and choose a darker color which you can be able to see, right? Then click done, right? So after you done setting up all your indicators, it should look like something like this, right? So that's it, right? So here, okay, so for the, let me check if okay, so here let me see where the stochastic is, where the ADX is below the level 25, right? So when the blue line here, when the blue line on the ADX, this blue line, sorry, let me change the color to blue, right? So this blue line, when the blue line is below level 25, most of the time the market will be consolidating, right? And when it is ranging above the level 25, the market will be trending, right? So that's another confirmation that we're going to be using, right? So right here, let's see here, right? So here, from here, somewhere around here, right? So as you can see, the market was consolidating, right? And when the blue line was above the level 25, you can see that the market started going up, right? So that's how we'll be using the ADX, right? Then for the red and the green, although for boom and crash, we're only going to be trading tick. I only use this for trading tick, right? Then for the boom and crash, we're going to be entering when the for the red and the green, right? The red and the green simply mean that, as you can see right here, let me show you this, right? So let me cross it, right? So here, if the red is above the green, so red is above the green, it shows that the market is in a downtrend, right? As you can see the red candlestick, right? So that's how I set up this indicator, right? So let me check if there is an instance where, right, as you can see right here, when the green is above the red, we are buying, right? So that's how we're going to be using this indicator, right? So but mostly we are not going to be using the green and the red for that. We're only considering the blue line there, right? So we're only entering if the blue line is above level 25. That's when we look for entries, right? When do I enter? Okay, so enter when, okay, so here, right? So for your entries, we are not going to be considering we're going to be considering market structure above all, right? We are not going to be considering what the 50-200, though for our first entries, but this is just a further confirmation of what the trend is, right? Where the trend is, right? So from this right here, we are going to be using what market structure from the basis, right? So here we've got a breaking market structure to the downside, right? That's when we start looking for sell opportunities, right? And here when the candlesticks pull back to the 50 moving average, the black line, that's when you start looking for sales, right? And here our ADX is above the level 25, so it is safe to enter, right? And as I said, I only use this strategy for trading boom and crash, for trading ticks only when I'm trading boom and crash, right? So here we've got a breaking market structure here, breaking market structure here, right? And when the market pulls back to the 50 moving average, right, we start looking for sell opportunities, right? And the ADX is above the level 25, right? So it is safe to wait to enter my sell, right? So let's say I entered right here, somewhere in here, right? Sorry, somewhere in here, right? My stop loss I will place at above this one, the previous high, right? And then as you can see, my take profit will be somewhere there. So it's a simple 3 to 1 ratio, or 4 to 1, right? That's how I use this strategy, right? So don't consider the green and the red lines here that much, right? Consider the blue line most of the time, right? So we can even delete, oh sorry, not delete them, but you can change this color to white, right? As you can see here, to white, the color of your background, right? Then click done to make this clearer, right? Then you'll be using you only be using your moving averages, right? Your moving average in market in the market structure, right? So here we're breaking market structure to the downside, right? And here the 50-200 is in our favor, right? So this is a high probability trade, right? So you enter when the market pulls back to the 50 level, right? Our ADX is still above the level 25. Your stop loss goes here, and as you can see, your take profit will be way below, right? So I use this strategy mostly on the 5-minute time frame and at times on the 15-minute time frame, right? So, but most of the time I use it on the 5-minute time frame, right? Then for the indices, right? For the we are going to be using the same method, right? So here, right here, we're going, as you can see here. So, but for the indices, right, we are going to be entering only when the 50-200 is in our favor. We don't enter anyway, right? So right here we'll be entering here when the market pulls back to the 50 moving averages, and the ADX will be above the level 25, right? So here it didn't touch exactly, but that's how we are going to be entering using using this strategy, right? So that's how you enter. So if you like this strategy, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe to the channel, right? So here, though there was a trend line right here, right? So that's how you'll be trading using this strategy. Here there was a good opportunity, but we couldn't enter. Why? Because the ADX was hovering around the level 25, below the level 25 here, because it was, as you can see, it was some sort of consolidation right there. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, give the thumbs up and share the content.